Hi everyone, it's Hither Mann here, and thank you for watching another YouTube video. Today's topic is what everyone's been asking me, which is how do I pick the top students? And because I had so many of you asking me this, I thought, well, you know what, it's going to be easier if I just put a YouTube video out and just tell you my criteria from the very beginning to the point at which students get allocated funds. So how does it work? Well, I've got my list of students in front of me, so I can look at it and refer to them, and I'll be thinking exactly what I need to tell you. Because it all starts, it's a bit of a journey. It all starts at the very beginning. When you come onto one of my courses, I will always ask you why you want to trade. And I'm not looking for like a miracle answer in terms of, you don't need to have a background in finances or anything. I don't care about your background. You can come from any walk of life. The key thing that you need to have is just a very strong mindset, a very good discipline, which, we can work on, and you're not going to be gambling, because gambling attitudes or gambling, anyone who wants to gamble, I have a £1,000 account, I want to make it 10,000 at the end of month one, those are the kind of people I would say no to. So that's a very initial thing. So as long as we've got you selected, very much cherry picked, so that I pick the people that I know have the right attitude to trading. Trading is a lifelong experience, or as long as you want it to be. You don't have to trade for all your life, but it's certainly not a period of like 6 months or 12 months whereby you need to make your millions and then it's over, because it won't happen depending on how much you put in your pot. If you're putting a few 20 million or a few million in the pot, then yes, you can make millions every year. But if you're starting with something like £10,000 or under, then we've got to be realistic. I have students who put £100,000 straight away, so it varies. We have people who start with £250, so it doesn't matter what your starting level is. So that's another really good point. Then what happens next is the journey begins under my whether you're on. There's 2-level programs that I teach in person, an intermediate and a super advanced. So the advanced is like the mentorship, and no matter what level you're at, you will be able to I need to sort of study how you are and how you are as an individual. Are you trading following the rules from day one and doing so every month after month? How do we judge this? Well, I make you write down all your trades into a trading journal, and then you record it, whether it's on a digital format, or if you have, some people like paper, which is cool. You can do that as well. You can have it on digital. And you need to send it to my team. I have coaches and people who monitor your progress, as well as myself overlooking all of that. And this is more for the mentorship people, but no matter what level you're at, there are coaches available to you. So just so you know. And I want to see that my students are trading every month, every day, ideally, except the weekends, of course. And more importantly, that they're writing everything down, or they're being completely responsible, and their trades can be proven, and how they entered, how they came out, etc. needs to be documented. That's one thing. That shows discipline. That will make you very less prone to being reckless, because if you're writing everything down, you don't want to write down the fact, or you'll hesitate to take a stupid trade, i.e. one that you just felt like taking for the sake of it, or whatever, but because you have to write it down. And if I see that my students are not writing down their trades in their journal compared to their history, we have your account history every month. We take 6-month batches and give them a review after that. So some of my students send their trading journals and trading reports every month, and some of them send them after 6 months in a whole go. And then we look at their performance, we look at their trading journals, we look at everything they want to send us, calculations, etc. And then we can see who's good. So if someone is outstanding in 6 months, the lowest I've had in terms of time is 9 months. 9 months, and a lady, but she was super disciplined. And she was a vice president of a tier 1 bank. That's why she was as good as she ended up being. Then the next thing I look at is how you conduct yourself in day-to-day life, i.e. what is your mindset like? What is your dialogue internally like? And this is where I get to mentor you, and I really get to learn about the individual. So it's not just trading numbers and forget about the individual, it's actually more about the individual than the actual trading figures. Because I know for a fact that if my trader is successful as a human being, then they will be successful in trading. It is actually super linked. It's pretty much 85% at least psychology, and the rest is trading. Once you get the hang of trading, how to enter and get out of a trade, is actually quite easy. The rest is difficult. The bit where you're dealing with emotions, how they deal with losing trades, that's the best part, you know, because all my students get excited when they make money initially, and I watch it happen. They can start making money from day one, and month one might be up, and they're ecstatic, you know, telling everyone about it, which is great. But I'm certainly not too excited at that point. I'm waiting for them to lose, because traders who trade professionally and who trade like realistic, proper institutional traders will lose more often than you win. But with the correct risk management, you will still be up. And that's what I'm looking for. So the fact that you're going to lose more often than not is very challenging on the mind, because we're in a world where we're conditioned to just win, and you know, winning is good, but we are having to take defeat. So in trading, it's very challenging in that sense. So I then watch how my students react when they have a losing month. Are they going to complain? Are they the type that will suddenly change the rules, change the risk management, do anything stupid? Or are they just going to take it on the chin and just crack on with it? Which is what I want to see. And it's quite tough, and this is where it's a personality thing. We can develop that, and we work on things. I give my students tools of how to deal with loss, how to deal with just many obstacles in life. So without giving you the full extent of this, because we'll be here for hours, that, you know, we work on mindset. Mindset and psychology is a very big part of the mentorship. In fact, I've even got a separate program for this. It's a peak performance package, complete separate thing, so that you can apply those tools to anything in your life. So my top level students get that. And when I see them, particularly these names I've got on here, they've done 12 months or so more, and they've gone through highs and lows, and mentally they've stayed very stable. That's what I love. So when I've had that, when they're 12 months into trading and they're still not complaining, and they're still following the rules, and they're probably up, because all of these people are up. Obviously the aim is to be making money, you know, so it is a big journey. It's a very holistic journey, actually. It's very much a reflection of themselves as individuals. The people that are being allocated funds, and in January we gave out 240,000, all of those individuals are very impressive as human beings, because they've all worked on themselves. They've done more work on themselves than they have on anything else. So that actually reflects in your trading results. So after that, so in general, let's just put it out there, it takes at least 12 months for me to really assess a trader. I've had one anomaly, and that was 9 months for a vice president of a tier 1 bank, and she was amazing. So I will put her interview out there. She's from JP Morgan, and she was the only one who got allocated funds under the 12 month, you know, which is amazing. So, but why? Because she's already done the work on herself a lot. So in a nutshell, that's how I do it. And then I like to, when the fun begins, is when you give them the money. The next stage is, so far they've been trading with their own money. Then it comes to trading with somebody else's money. And it's a big difference, because are they going to be taking less care now that they've got free money in a way, or are they going to be just as responsible? So I've cherry picked the people who I feel are responsible and, you know, yeah, adult enough to handle big money. We start off with, let's say, small amounts, up to 100,000 on the initial allocation, and then we want to add to it. So when I see them playing with £100,000 or so, then if they're doing good 6 months down the line, they're not freaking out, they're not having like a meltdown and things going high or low, that's the next stage. It's very exciting. Then we'll add more money, because remember, the more money I can give to my students who are creating profits, I take a profit share, they take a profit share. So I'm incentivized to make sure they're doing well. And it's very, very, I mean, so invested in them. It's quite fun. So that's how it works. I will keep you updated on how these guys are doing. And in fact, it'll be very exciting to see how they do. £240,000 gone out in January. We're just approaching March, and I'm getting very itchy to give people more. I'm itching to give people more money. 2 million this year is the aim. So let's hope we'll achieve it. Okay, so any other questions, just Facebook me, send me a message on LinkedIn, and I will answer them. So thank you so much. Subscribe and thumbs up to this video if you liked it. Subscribe to me, and I'll be posting plenty more coming up. So see you soon. Bye.